Okay, so good day po my fellow taong bayan, mga ka-Seymour. At ngayon po, papag-usapan natin tong discussions between Senator Kiko Pangilinan and Senate Minority Leader Alan Cayetano kung saan po nagkaroon sila ng bangayan in relation to the West Philippine Sea issue. Ito po yung tungkol pa rin sa Senate resolution ni Senator Pangilinan kung saan gusto po niya i-condemn yung mga actions and statements ng China, specifically po yung Chinese Embassy. Tapos dito, because of this discussion po, lumabas ngayon yung mga certain factual na bagay-bagay na kahit ako po ay ngayon ko lang nalaman. So yan po yung i-discuss natin today. Isa po sa mga issues na yan is kung number one, sino ba talaga yung pinaka madaming ginagawang actions or mga bagay-bagay sa West Philippine Sea issue, whether or not China ba talaga yon or ibang bansa. And then number two, explain ko din po kung bakit importante na malalim talaga yung maging discussions at usapan ng mga senators natin dito. And then magbibigay na lang din po ako ng political analyst, quote-unquote political analyst observation ko regarding this issue. Okay, so yan po ang magiging discussion natin for today. Okay, so unang-una po explain at i-clarify ko lang po talaga sa inyong lahat kasi alam ko naman po na this is a very sensitive issue at kung meron po akong masabing mukhang pabor sa isang bansa ay matatawag na tayong either China-torny or America-torny. Okay, but again, like what I have repeatedly explained and stated in my past videos and in my Facebook posts, hindi po ako pro-China or pro-America, kundi lagi po akong pro-Philippines. I fully believe po in the constitutional mandate na we must pursue an independent foreign policy. That is Article 2, Section 7 po of the 1987 Constitution. Okay, so yung papag-usapan po natin will be based on this Senate hearing lang kung saan yun nga po may mga lumabas na mga factual matters, factual circumstances na I'm sure alam na naman po siguro ng iilan sa inyo pero sigurado din po ako na majority of Filipino people ay hindi yun alam. Kasi kahit po ako, may ibang bagay dito na yun nga po today ko lang nalaman. Okay, so anyway po, ulitin ko lang, wag po sana kayo maging judgmental or tayo po, wag tayong maging judgmental porket nakarinig po tayo ng mga statements or bagay-bagay na papabor sa isang bansa. Dapat po talaga tingnan muna natin at intindihin po natin yung overall picture kung because of those actions and or statements ba ay mas makikinabang yung bansa natin, the Philippines, despite it having an appearance of na pumapabor sa isang bansa. Okay, so yan lang po ang gusto kong klaruhin. Ngayon, explain ko na po sa inyo kung bakit importante talaga na magkaroon ng malalim na discussion as to this issue. Okay, at ang sagot lang po dyan is because this is a Senate resolution po yung pinupush ni Senator Pangilinan. And when you say it's a Senate resolution po kasi, ibig sabihin yan kung ano yung maging statements or mga bagay-bagay na nakasulat sa resolution na yun, in effect po, yun yung sentiment or yung damdamin or yung gusto pong ipaabot ng Senado sa buong mundo, basically, not only to the Filipino people but to the international community. Kasi syempre, the Senate naman po is an institution, hindi po yan siya tao. Therefore, yung mga opinions, voices na gusto ipaabot ng Senado sa tao ay dadaan lang via the senators po ng Senate through the Senate resolution. At yung pinakarason po talaga dyan kung bakit importante po talagang makialam talaga tayo dito is because pag in-approve po yan ng mga senators natin, ang equivalent po niyan ngayon ay magiging parang action po natin yung lahat, the Filipino people, di ba? Kasi the Senate po is the representatives then of the people sa national level, sa mga national matters. Yun po yung general function talaga ng Senate. So again, the reason po why dapat po talaga makialam tayo kasi magiging yun po yung parang sentiments ng taong bayan ng Filipino people, whether or not pinaboran ba natin or kinondemn natin yung China. Di ba? So mahirap naman po yun kung kayo wala kayong pakialam, yun pala may pinaboran or may kinondemn na kayo na isang bansa. Okay, so yan lang po talaga yung rason kaya ako nasabi na dapat talaga makialam po tayo as to this issue. And then ngayon po, i-discuss ko naman sa inyo yung para sa akin, yung most important na discussion po dito sa debate nila, which is whether or not China ba talaga yung number one aggressor or number one na may mga ginagawang kung ano-ano sa West Philippine Sea. So ito po yung sagot dyan. Papanoorin lang po natin yung actual statements po ng dalawang senators natin para po makita nyo talaga kung ano ba yung factual basis nito. And when I say factual po, ibig sabihin nito, hindi to purely politics, kundi yun talaga yung reality na kwento as to this issue. Okay, so i-play ko po to.
The same way that US reacted to missiles on Cuba, no? So the next question, Mr. President, inside our EEZ, sino ang pinakamaraming reclamation?
Right now, it is, as I made to understand, it is Vietnam.
Okay. Sinong pangalawa?
Again, according to our DND resource person, China is the second.
Okay. Mali po, it's Malaysia. So, tama ako, Malaysia. Kasi,
May daddy jokes din to si Senator Cayetano.
Malaysia has 5. Well, if he considers the one by Taiwan because of the one China policy, then tied ang Malaysia at saka China. May I know if militarized etong mga nireclaim ng Vietnam at saka ng Malaysia?
According to our resource persons in Vietnam, there are military personnel and officers and
So
officials.
military personnel lang naman, but hindi militarized.
Well, yes, not in the context or not, yes, not in the relative to.
Okay. Ang Malaysia po. Sige, can you show some pictures?
Similar. They have the military, but they also have civilianized islands, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I'm looking for the pictures, but I don't know kung hindi lang authorized ang representative nyo sa DND. Ang features ng Vietnam at Malaysia are may missile silos, may military ships, may radars. I showed it already in this session hall. So hindi totoo na hindi militarized ang Vietnam at saka ang Malaysian features. I'm trying to look for the pictures. Is it there? Yeah, that one. Can you show that, please? Nasa part 2. Oh. Mr. President, during the time of President Duterte, while they're readying the pictures, parating inuulit-ulit ni Justice Carpio, pag hindi ka nag-protest, malulusaw, I don't know his exact term, pero maapektuhan daw claim natin. Did you hear that noise during the time?
I may have picked it up, Mr. President.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly when he said that.
So konting break lang muna tayo guys. Just a reminder po na hopefully you can consider subscribing sa YouTube channel ko if you enjoy my content or my videos. Pag sa YouTube po, 100% free po yung subscription. And hopefully also you can consider liking po itong video na to. So maraming salamat po to everyone and ngayon tuloy po ulit tayo sa video.
During that time?
I may have picked it up, Mr. President.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly when he
Yes,
said that.
he-
But
he-
there were a number of
Yeah,
times.
he
yes.
together with many advocates kept on saying, whether I was foreign minister doon o hindi, na pagka hindi ka nag-protest, parang sa atin sa domestic law, di ba, na parang pag 30 years, yung lupa, walang titulo, uninterrupted, walang nag-claim, nagkakaroon ng laches o na-estoppel ka. Is there a personnel from DFA here?
Yes.
Yes. Maybe we'd like
He
to get...
probably used to work for you.
Yeah, so let me ask that question. Is the principle of estoppel or of laches applicable to what we are contesting or what we are fighting for in the South China Sea? So tama ba si Justice Carpio na pag hindi tayo nag-protest, mawawala yan?
As a general principle, the resource person says yes. Latches may, over time, affect our claims, Mr. President.
Maybe we have to correct that, Mr. President. Napakadelikado ng statement na yon. Alam niyo bakit? Kasi nung panahon ni President Aquino and even during the Duterte time, we did not protest Vietnam and Malaysia. So kung tama yung sinasabi ni Justice Carpio, wala na tayong claim sa...
So i-clarify ko lang po taong bayan na yung question dito ni Senator Cayetano is tungkol sa laches or estoppel. So when you say laches or estoppel, due to your inaction, mawawalan ka ng karapatan or ng right. So yung point po dito ni Senator Cayetano, dahil daw hindi pinrotest against Malaysia and Vietnam, kung ganun pala, based sa in-answer ni Senator Pangilinan, ay dapat po nawala na yung claim natin over certain islands sa West Philippine Sea in favor of Vietnam and Malaysia. Yun yung kinaklarify ngayon ni Senator Cayetano. Since hindi tayo nag-protest against Malaysia and Vietnam, against China lang po. Therefore, if you will follow the explanation po of Senator Pangilinan, edi sa Vietnam and Malaysia na pala yung mga certain islands nga po dun sa West Philippine Sea. So anyway po, tuloy tayo at pakinggan natin yung further explanations nila.
Sa 38 features ng China na kliniklaim nila, ang nasa loob ng EEZ natin 4, sa 24 na kliniklaim ng Vietnam, nasa EEZ natin 11, Tapos yung Malaysia may 5. Taiwan, yung Ito Island na sa loob, hindi natin pre-notice yun, Mr. President. So, let's dispel that malicious political statement because it is not a legal proposition. Wala sa UNCLOS ang laches at saka estoppel. Wala po doon. Hindi, ibang-iba yung law of the sea sa law of land. Sa land, pag walang titulo, tapos si SecGen, lalo kung yung titulo, yung lupa na yun ay nasa Batangas, and meron siyang constituent na nandun 30 years, may tax deck siya, walang nagkle-claim, uninterrupted, pwedeng tituluhan, pag biglang ako, kapitbahay niya, 1 year later, sabihin, akin yan, hindi na pwede. May estoppel na may latches na Hindi totoo yun sa law of the seas. Kahit 1,000 taon, kahit bumangon yung mga mummies at dun sa mga pyramid sa Egypt, atin pa rin yun. No, Mr. President? I mean, we don't have to debate it today, courtesy if the DFA wants to answer that. But if that is their answer, and that wasn't their answer to me when I was secretary, because I asked everyone in DFA, I asked them, kung tama si Justice Carpio at hindi nag-protest during the time of President Aquino, we will file the protest now. Sabi, sir, hindi kailangan. At saka, sir, pag nag-protest ka sa Vietnam at Malaysia, tayo magkakampi ngayon kasi mas malaki ang China. Tayo sa ASEAN ang nag-uusap-usap. So, hindi naman pwedeng iba yung rule sa China, iba yung rule sa Malaysia at Vietnam. In terms of legal, Mr. President.
In terms of legal, that's correct.
In approach,
In terms of realities,
yes,
we do have
in
to
certain realities, like for example, the water cannons, di ba?
Yes.
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 So, Mr. President, eto example,
Okay, wait. Comment lang ako, guys. So, unang-una, alam ko medyo malayo na to dun sa Finlash ko na issue, di ba? Pero I believe this is still a very good information po na malaman nyo talaga, the Filipino people. Kasi kung makikinig lang po talaga tayo sa politicians, ay mapapapanig talaga tayo towards certain superpowers. So dito po kung papakinggan natin yung explanation ni Senator Cayetano, hindi naman po niya sinasabi na pumanig tayo sa China. Ang pinapresent lang po niya dito ay mga factual circumstances, realities po sa mga bagay-bagay kung saan makikita po natin na mukhang pinupolitika talaga yung West Philippine Sea issue. Okay, so yung statement po na mukhang pinupolitika yung WPS issue, that is coming from me personally. That is my own direct statement po yan. Kasi yun nga po, yung nagiging narrative ngayon is that if you will state something na mukhang papabor sa China, ay sasabihin lang automatic, maka-China ka kaagad. At hindi po yan sinasabi lang sa mga public servants and senators natin, kundi pati po sa atin, di ba? The ordinary members of the taong bayan. If you read the comment section of mga certain posts na related po sa issue na to, may sabihin ka lang na yun nga, papabor sa China, yun agad yung ibabato sa'yo na narrative. Okay, so again, ang gusto ko lang po talaga ay maging objective po kayong lahat. Tulad ko ako, pinapag-aralan ko din po talaga to para madagdagan pa yung information and knowledge ko regarding this issue. So yan po, maging mapanuri po talaga tayo with regard political issues. Kasi yun nga po, pag politicians ang papakinggan natin, political speeches lang po yung papakinggan natin, maganda talaga pakinggan yung mga political speeches compared to mga factual explainers, itong mga legal educational videos ko. Like, dito may mga nagko-comment sa akin, ang haba daw ng explanation ko, ang boring daw. And the reason kaya po yan ganun is because I am actually trying to educate all of you po kung ano yung nakalagay sa batas talaga natin. I am not trying to entertain anyone. Kung may na-entertain po, secondary na lang yun. Diba? But again, I always present the facts and the law applicable to the facts that we are discussing. So yan lang po. Before we proceed, again, just a reminder lang po to all of you, let us always listen to mga politicians na nagbibigay ng mga factual basis at hindi simply political speech lang. Okay? So ngayon, tuloy po tayo.
Hison Reef. My eyes isn't as good as it used to be, but I read the radar, I see the battle tank. Go to the next slides para lang makita. Eto, Bailang K. So makikita nyo po dyan, meron pong bunker, meron pong gun shelter, meron pong open, ayan, may battle tank, may lighthouse, may speedboats, may pier. Next slide. The Sincowe East Reef, if I'm pronouncing it right, ha? Meron tong 3-sweep twisted blade turbine for power. May battle tank. May 12.7 mm HMG. concrete bunkers. At the time I got this and President Duterte allowed me to show it, ongoing pa yung construction nila. Next, Vietnam, Pugad Island. Sa Pugad Island, may battle tank, may anti-aircraft artillery. So let me ask the DND representative, through of course you gentleman, ang mga airplano ba natin, helicopters or Coast Guard, dumidikit sa mga island ng occupied ng Vietnam?
Hindi daw tayo dumidikit.
Yes.
Mr. President.
And that is why walang water cannon. That is why hindi natin napapanood sa balita yung "You are in Vietnamese territory, move out." Because iniiwasan natin yung sa Malaysia at Vietnam. That's not the only reason, Mr. President. Kasi nga, hindi iniwasan ng China ang Sierra Madre. Sila mali doon, tama tayo doon. I don't contest that. This is my point, Mr. President. We're not being totally truthful to the Filipino people of what's happening sa West Philippine Sea, South China Sea. And as we strengthen to face China, Malaysia and Vietnam are also strengthening. I don't know if the resource person from DND has the information how many submarines does Vietnam have.
In the area? There are a number
Yes.
of...
And how many does Malaysia have?
Also, there are...
I'm sorry, sir. I know you don't have it offhand, but enough to say na marami. How many Philippines has? Except, hindi kasama yung kay Chabit na submarine na ginagamit niya sa Ilocos, ha? How many submarines does the Philippines have?
According to the DND, we have no submarines,
Okay.
Mr. President.
So in long story short, we don't really have a strategy except the transparency strategy against China, but more so, we don't have that concrete strategy against Vietnam and Malaysia. Although we're friendly, Vietnam and Malaysia, as seen in all of this, have a strategy against the Philippines. In this last one, tignan mo po yung Quay. Tignan nyo po yung landingan nila, no? Dun sa Pugad Island, Let's go very fast with your permission just to show you yung Malaysian. Let's go to the Malaysian. Ayan. So yan ang example po. Oh. May runways na rin sila. Next slide.
Okay.
Swallow Reef. Next slide. 5 yan eh. So anyway, sige. Let's stop there. But the point I want...
Okay, so comment lang guys. Yung pinaka-point ko lang po talaga dito, kaya ako pinapakita yon. Kasi yung mga ganong mga developments sa Vietnam and sa Malaysia, ako personally, hindi ko po yun nakita sa balita, sa mainstream media natin dito sa Pilipinas. Kung kayo po nakita ninyo, then that is good for you. Pero ako personally, hindi ko alam. Kaya yun yung rason, kaya nasabi ni Senator Alan doon, na we are not being truthful to the Filipino people, di ba? At kung ako po ang tatanungin, that is a reasonable conclusion naman po. Kasi yun nga, yung mga ganong development sa Malaysia and Vietnam ay hindi yun easily accessible or talagang pinapakita sa atin, the ordinary members of the taong bayan. Kaya nga po, kung ako ang tatanungin nyo, nasabi ko na mukhang pinupolitika talaga yung West Philippine Sea issue para mas magalit tayo towards China at mas paboran natin yung most likely, yung kalaban nila, di ba? Kasi China is number 2, yung number 1 is Amerika. Diba? So yun yung mga nakikita kong possible political angle dito sa issue talaga na to. So again, ang point ko lang po, we must always pursue sana an independent foreign policy. Tapos timbangin sana talaga yung both sides kung saan ba mas may benefits yung bansa natin sa economic benefits and sa safety and security. Hindi po sana dapat natin inuuna or hindi po dapat pala nila inuuna yung mga personal politics nila. Tapos yung mga pinupush pong international policies ay papabor lang dun sa partido nila at hindi talaga sa Filipino people in general. Okay, and I will also give emphasis lang din, baka na-overlook nyo. Diba tinanong din dito ni Senator Alan, kaya pala hindi tayo na-water cannon ng ibang bansa, Vietnam and Malaysia, as admitted po nung DND na resource person ni Senator Pangilinan, ay because hindi pala dumidikit yung Philippine Coast Guard dun sa Malaysia at sa Vietnam. Yung lagi lang pong nakakadikitan is the Chinese Coast Guard, kaya nagkakaroon ng water cannon from China. Okay, yan po yung base lang dito sa mga presentation and discussion. Tapos kung makita po ninyo, hindi rin naman ni-refute yun ni Senator Pangilinan yung mga clarificatory questions dito ni Senator Cayetano. So kung hindi po yun ni-refute or kinontra, edi ibig sabihin po, agree din si Senator Pangilinan sa mga ganong conclusions na binigay ni Senator Cayetano. Okay? So ngayon, kung ako tatanungin po ninyo kung sino ba yung mukhang nanalo dito sa debate nila, hindi ko na po yan sasagutin. Kayo na po bahala sumagot dyan, my fellow taong bayan, mga kasimor. para matuto po kayo mag-isip talaga para sa sarili ninyo. Kasi again, it is very difficult and hard po if we will be fully dependent lang on mga politicians kasi meron po talaga yan silang mga political biases. Diba? So, timbangin nyo lang po palagi kung sino ba yung nagpapakita ng mga factual basis, legal basis nila in relation sa mga in-advocate nilang policies. So, from there, I am sure you can come up with a reasonable conclusion naman po kung sino yung mas deserving talaga ng support natin. Okay? So, yan lang po ang masasabi ko as to this issue. Hopefully, klaro po yan. If you like more legal videos and current events, subscribe lang po kayo sa channel ko. And until next time, see you all po. Bye-bye!